Hi, this is Jason Faulkner, aka Shop Weasel, and here we go. I milled around outside until the sheriff came out and he gave me the lowdown and his bit of information and whatnot. And I did my best to articulate that I've been approached over the phone by a stranger numerous times with threats to kill me and whatnot. And unwarranted, by the way, obviously. I mean, I just spent all weekend out, well, Friday and Saturday out on the roadside giving people great deals on stuff. But when someone's been pulled out of the skunk works to stir molestation, they have millions and millions, endless millions of people that are willing to do that. They'll get a little drunk and tipsy or a little high on drugs, and then they'll go to work. And they don't care who you are. And this guy wound up, after me politely, and I've had so many incidents of this same identical thing where you treat people nice and calm and intelligently and upfront and straight up. And then you smell the little clues that they're giving you when you're interacting with them. And before you know it, it's like, you've accumulated enough to learn that they're not on the front, they're not on the up front. They're being malicious and pursuing their little ulterior motives. And that's what this guy that called me about my property this evening. That's what he did. He got a little drunk, and they already had this planned out that he was going to contact me and start instigating shit with me over a series of phone calls. Him calling me numerous times. And after the third call, I told him, I don't think I'm going to sell my property. I'm just feeling so confident and close with my business efforts that it'd be nice if I could just keep my place and not sell it at all. And he instantly started cussing me. It was like he turned the light switch on from polite, staggering drunkenness to vulgar threats and violence and just nonstop blabbering. And all he did was expose his hand of what he was really put up to, which was what the end result was of him threatening me and this and that. And this is a guy that told me that he's delivering groceries for people in Walmart, out of Walmart in Morristown. And he was a contractor for 30 years. And he's lived in Morristown, Tennessee for 30 years. He was a contractor for 30 years. And now he's delivering groceries in Morristown to the general public. And all I can say is if you're getting your groceries delivered by a guy like that, like I told the sheriff, I think it's unfair once he's been exposed and involved in such a dangerous potential that I think it's unfair that he's going to keep delivering groceries for Walmart in Morristown. And, he's called numerous times after the third call, leaving messages on my answer machine because I'm not going to talk to an asshole like that. But he said if he ever sees me in public, he's going to shoot me, he's going to kill me. And this is a 60-year-old guy. Supposedly. You never know who they really are. Might be bullshit. But, if he is delivering groceries for anyone, all I can say is, their lives could be in danger because he's exposed himself as threatening me and killing me and stuff. So, and the sheriff, he seemed very nonchalant about it. He's like, I've got his number. You didn't give me his name, but I'm giving it all to you all. Some guy in Morristown that delivers groceries. I would give you his number, but YouTube would instantly violate my video. But I got his number. He's called enough. But this isn't just a happenstance incident. This is them watching me, the pillars of corruption in the community, and feeling what I'm feeling. They know what I'm feeling, which is that close to success. Inches from success. And when they see that, they'll get more extreme. And that's all this is an incident of extremism. And they've got endless millions of people willing to do that. All they need is the cue, the virtue cue, and to get a little loose, get a little drunk, get a little tipsy, do a little drugs, whatever throws their caution into the wind, and they would do it to their own mama. They might do it with tears running down their face, but if they had the virtue cue and an incentive enough, they would do it to their own mamas. Yes, they would. And I know, I've seen one of my brothers do it, his mama. So there you have it. It's an ugly world we live in, and then they want to start into the cops want to start in this diatribe, where I'm like, I'm using my sense. I'm like, if I got to defend myself, because the cop instantly goes, well, if this guy ever comes out, run in your house and lock your door, you have a right to protect your life in your house. I said, no, I have a right to protect myself in my safety area wherever I am in this world. And he got more quiet and sly and silent, the cop, but he just wanted to give me the upfront lowdown. If the guy comes up on my property, to run in my house and lock the door. I told him, no, I'm more prone to make a citizen's arrest. I have every right to. I don't want to clash with a cop. And I don't know. It's like anywhere else, They're going to do what they're going to do. The bad people are going to do what they're going to do. And I'm going to do what I got to do. And that's what this video is about. So, but I'm smart enough to, at least if I do have to defend myself, I've got an incident to where I tried to supersede that potential. And they could. And they should, because here you have a guy that delivers groceries for people, the general public in Morristown, Tennessee, that works for Walmart, supposedly. And he damn sure straight up told me, if he ever sees me, he's going to shoot me with a gun and kill me. Before he elevated that, it started out was, I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to beat your ass if I ever see you. And when I see you, I'm going to find you and beat your ass. He was ratcheting it up. And like he was, workshop educated to by other thugs, I guess. I don't know. But, I told him, if you ever think you can get it done and you really need to, you do what you got to do, man. And I'm going to do what I got to do, too. So there it is. That's our society. It doesn't shock me. I've been expecting stuff like this because I know I am potentially capable of succeeding at my business efforts. I should. And I wish I already had, because, money talks. And then when you call the cops, they don't come out here. They're like, well, we're going to go contact him and get him straightened out first, Mr. Faulkner. It don't happen that way without money. I can attest to that tonight, regardless of the circumstance. But with money, it's a world of difference. And that's another motivation for me, I want to be that successful person that just sits back in the shadows and enjoys life. And when the shitstorm comes around, at least I'll have my own shitstorm to put up against it. Right now, I just have a lot of hot air. Or face-to-face confrontation, which I don't like neither. But whatever. There's my video. There's what I'm going through to be successful. I'll do it again if I have to. This guy left several messages on my cell phone because I quit answering his calls. And then that imminent threat with a gun in my life turned into, well, I've got friends in higher places and we're going to expose you as a fraud. He went from killing me to exposing me as a fraud. And he's got friends in high places. The sheriff heard that phone call. That sort of amused him. But it's not going to motivate him to go through the right channels and get something done. That's for sure. He just told me straight up, this information's going to the big dicks, and they're gonna file it in the filing cabinet, basically. So there's our society, folks. It doesn't bother me. I'm upset, but I'm winding down real quick because really it don't matter. I mean, if a stranger comes up and tries to harm you, defend yourself, obviously, whether you're in your house, in your yard, at the mall, wherever, it's your right. But if you're smart, you'll try to avoid those incidences because, that leaves a chance. a happenstance that, shouldn't be there anyway. Especially for people that mind their own business, try to do the right thing, and be professional and polite and smart, which is me. Jason Faulkner from East Tennessee. Hope you all have a great evening. Enjoy my other videos. Sorry for this bad cloud of shit, but it floats everywhere, regardless of where we are or you are. Thank you.